Gary W. Rollins, and retired as a Chief Warrant Officer. Well, you know, for years growing up, my grandparents lived in Dalton, Georgia, and I would go spend the summers with them. And my grandmother always had a picture of my dad sitting there on the counter in his Navy uniform, hat pulled back, you know, typical sailor back in the 50s. And I don't know, it just drove me. That was one of the things I wanted to do when I got out of the Navy, or got out of the high school, was to join the. I was in the period where they were right at the end of Vietnam, was when they were still drafting. So I went ahead and joined the Navy before I got drafted. 1974, joined the Navy, and went to boot camp. My boot camp, I guess we used to call it, I can't remember the words they call it, but I went to Orlando. All right, so you know, it's mostly Disneyland down there, and it was kind of funny. I had an Army recruiter told me once, because I'm missing part of a toe, that I couldn't join because we have to march all the time. So I joined the Navy, and what I'd do for 9 weeks, I'd march every day. So the foot never bothered me. All right, and it was a joke. The doctor used to tell me, he said, "You make a great meteorologist." You know, because that's the only time the toe would bother me, was the weather change. But boot camp was great. I made a lot of friends down there, and I actually ran across my company commander a few years later. I believe he was a master chief at the time, and this was right after I got commissioned. So I had a little fun with him, you know, because he don't remember me. I mean, he had, you know, 10 different companies.